And she never gets any less American, does she?
No.
Anyway, Happy New Year, honestly, everyone. So nice to see familiar faces, absolutely wonderful. Very excited for what I'm about to share with you. Not my doing. This is the company in conjunction with lots of people that have had tremendous success, and they listen to us, which I think is wonderful, because many companies, in order for things to happen, it often takes months and months. But the one thing I'll say of my 20 years knowledge with UW is they react really quickly to things that can make a difference for all of us, and this is what you're about to see. But first of all, I thought it might be a great idea, a 1-minute little recap on 2022. So I'm going to share my screen, and let's have a look and see what it was like in 2022. Just bear with us. Let's see if I can get this working. I hope so. That's that. Do I press that? I got it all working before. Forgive me. You know, oh, it's because it's at the end. We want it at the beginning. I tell you what, you don't have to be brilliant to do this game. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You should do it now. Come on. It played before. Or maybe it's that button.
It makes me feel better because I always have technical issues. Oh, good.
Very quick recap. I don't know how that played with you. That came off something else, so forgive us if it was a little bit stilted, but I found it and thought that looked good. Who's been using their cashback card over the Christmas period? Yes. Right, share something with you very quickly. It happens to the best of us. Thursday the 15th, which was a horrendous day in the scheme of stuff going on with my father in the hospital. Unbeknown to me, so entrenched in what was going on, I failed to notice that 37 transactions went out on my cashback card without me doing any of it, and to the tune of £355. And I didn't spot it. My card never left me. I don't know how it happened, but I want to share with you, as soon as I did discover it, which wasn't until the Monday, instantly a block on the card, and I've been sent a new one, and I got a crime reference number from what they call action fraud, submitted that, gave the details, and I've been reimbursed already all that £355. So I thought that might be a nice thing to share with you. Although it's negative, what came out was actually, I was surprised at how quickly it was dealt with. And I can't say that I behaved in an erratic manner. I have no idea how it was done, but it was all done from abroad. There's some real shysters out there, but there was good news at the end of it. So let's delve straight in, first of all, with the very first announcement, because it is good stuff. And I know people really love to know the stuff about what's going on in terms of customers. Hang on a minute. I've just got to do a bit of jiggery pokery because I've got to get rid of one thing and bring in something else. Okay, that's cool. Now I can bring you all back. If they could go mute, that would be a great help. Right, I'm going to share my screen, and it might be a good idea to write a few notes. Okay, so I want you to see that what we're looking at, because this is all about helping you find stuff too. This is my portal. I'm on what's called the dashboard. Okay, and I'm going to be talking you through where I'm going. So the first area is literally straight up there, and it's now £400 to help you switch. So one I prepared earlier, I'm on there. Okay, so let's explain why this is fabulous news. Head office have been listening to partners over the years, and how many of us, you know, we get a contact, we get an appointment, we do the appointment, and then guess what? They're in these massive contracts, huge contracts. And it's so frustrating because they are a no for now, yes for later. But what sometimes happens, and it can be very frustrating, is that even though we say to them, don't sign up for anything in the meantime, they do. They can't help themselves. They go off for the next shiny, sparkly thing that comes up in perhaps the terms of a loss leader deal with broadband. But with this, what the company have said is the £200 that is available when somebody takes, remember this, 3 services, core services or more, and let's just highlight the core services because really important. They're energy, broadband, mobile, boiler cover or income protector, not home insurance. Really got to emphasize that, and not bill protector. All right. Now, when they take any of 3 of those, they get the opportunity for £200. Now, what the company's saying is they understand about the early termination fees often being quite large, and they're doubling that now. And they're saying up to £400 early termination fees can be paid. Now, this is important for everybody to know. Please, if there's a bit of mobile, if there's broadband, if there's possibly something from like an energy switch, you know, a termination fee there, please wait until ask the customer to bundle them together and send them at one go. And then the utility warehouse will reimburse them as a credit on their invoice. The next invoice that is coming up, they will credit them up to £400. Now that is huge. What a game changer. Absolutely stunning. So I'm just going to stop the share and see the screen of all the people because there's some really very bright sparks on here. And I know that rather than me just talk, I'm going to ask one of you maybe to put your hands up. Can you immediately think of how we can utilize this? Because this is the key. We get these announcements, but how do we utilize them? Who could come up with an idea of who immediately we can contact? I mean, I know the answers, but I'd love to get it from maybe some of you. Yes, Chris, unmute.
So all the people that we haven't been able to help because their exit fees are too big.
Yes, so that's why being organised and having a good old-fashioned book, and we put them in the no for now list, is much easier to be able to follow up and find them. Yeah, a great idea, Chris, exactly that. Also, those people that maybe you met at 20k giveaway events, and you know what, you might have diarised them. Oh, that one's coming up in March. Do you know what? You don't need to wait so long because guess what? £400 is bigger, which means that, you know what, we can accommodate them sooner than later. And one of the things I always say to people about the early termination fee is I always put it this way. What it does is it enables people to say goodbye to poor service and higher prices sooner. That's what it's about. That's actually what it's really about. Enabling people to leave poor service and higher prices sooner. all right, because just saying it the way it is not really the way of just saying, oh, there's an early termination thing. There's somebody making a lot of noise in the background, and if they could mute, that would be a great help. Thank you. Right, now the next thing, I'm going to share my screen again. We'll go back there. I want you to note where it was. There's lots of detail, but to be honest, I've given it to you very, very simply. So if we go back to the dashboard again, now the next item, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. This is about the double promotion bonus. Sorry.
Can I just ask a question on the £400?
Yes,
so
do, yeah.
How long does that tie in the customer? Is it for the duration of the contract, or is it a year? Because I know that if we've given them £400, then there's going to be some sort of expectation, isn't there?
That's a really good question, actually. It's no different to what it was before. Okay, let's look at the contracts. In reality, when they take broadband, they're in an 18-month term. That 18-month term is very dependent, okay? Remember the 3 services, basically, as much as we say, yeah, energy is 5 days to switch, and mobile is a 30-day rolling contract, the reason they get the £400 to switch is because they've taken 3 core services. And so really, that in a way, they're affected for 18 months. So if they were to renege on that 18 months with one of those services, the company would be asking for some money back, quite rightly, because basically they are actually paying higher prices. They're paying off those higher prices for them, which is amazing. I mean, I actually think it's stunning. I don't think people realise it is like a company just giving 400 quid. quite amazing. Does that help you, Chris?
It does, but then if they take an insurance service, that's for a year. So, you know, are they just committed?
But if there was broadband, and if there was like the boiler cover, and let's say energy, they're 3, there's still the 18 months there. It's still the 18 months.
Yeah, but if they were utilising that £400 to pay off mobile contracts and they didn't take broadband.
Oh, well, that's different. I mean, it's all dependent on the services they take. So, for example, if they were to switch, let's say the boiler cover, which tends to be a 12-month service, yeah?
Yeah.
And they switch one for the other, and let's say hypothetically there was £50 paid towards their early termination fee on the boiler cover, they would have to stick for their 12-month service with us because it's for 12 months on that £50. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's a bit like horses for courses, really.
But potentially they could take that boiler cover, £50 to the boiler cover, £150 for each of their mobile phones.
Yeah. Do you know what I would say to anyone, Chris?
Yeah.
I think it's better to under-promise and over-deliver. And I always say, listen, the company is giving this as an amazing chance for you to leave that poorer service, leave those higher prices. And really, they don't expect you to renege in 6 months' time.
No.
And why would you want to? I say to them, why would you want to? Because do you know what? What you're going to receive is simpler billing, amazing customer service. You're going to get fantastic services, but something that is entirely different and out of the box is the fact that you can choose your discount, because every time I use my cashback card, I'm constantly eliminating the cost of services. Why would you go back to somewhere else where you actually do pay for them, but with the cashback card, you can actually eliminate the cost of them entirely? So I always kind of give the bigger picture, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I do too. I was just curious as to
Yeah, no, I'm looking to have people that are going to stay years. And one of the things that I say in my appointment is, you're now starting on a journey as a UW customer. You're going to become a raving fan, like so many. And like I've got customers with me 19 years, they don't leave and they go on and recommend. And you will become the same. And you know, when you impart that with such confidence, people actually believe you. They actually do believe you. But what I don't do is I don't bring about what I call manufactured referrals. I'm very much authentic, that I like my referrals to happen because that person genuinely wanted to refer, not because I'm kind of forcing them to there and then bring me some referrals and they feel a bit uncomfortable with that. Does that make sense? Yeah, which is a difference.
Could I just ask, Lisa?
Yes.
This £400, is it for homeowners and people who rent, or?
Yep, it's for homeowners or tenants. It's homeowners or tenants.
Okay.
But why do we want a homeowner? More than a tenant, not because we're tenantists, because hey, I was a tenant for many years as a single parent. The reason we want to focus on homeowners is they're very much aligned with paying their bills by direct debit, especially their mortgages. All right, if they don't pay their mortgage, my gosh, then it's deep trouble. So these people are very much going to ensure that they keep paying, and those are the people that we want. All right, and the reason we want them is because, do you know what, we want a long-term income. That's, you know, it's two ways. Okay, can I move on? Is that all right, folks? May I move on to the next one? Thank you. Right, so where was I? Right, so back to the main page. I think you can all see that now. The next item is earn big rewards. All right, and now again, I think one I produced earlier, I got it ready. When you click on that icon, here it is. Now look, guys, I can't even begin to tell you how exciting this is. New people that haven't yet got 6 customers, get ready, ears pricked, get excited. And all of us rest of our partners, we get excited for all these people that we've brought in that didn't quite get to 6 yet. Here we go. So get rewarded with huge extra earnings when you get promoted twice in a year. So you're perfectly placed to help people by introducing them to UW while you're out there helping people earn more money, more than an income. And there is a double promotion going on here. Starting from today, if you get promoted twice in 12 months, you'll get paid twice. Now, what does this mean? By the way, this isn't it all. There is more after this. So, in short, after your first promotion, you've got a full 365 days to get your second and get that double promotion bonus. So let's have a look at this. Your promotion bonus will be doubled when you go from qualified distributor or future team leader to senior team leader. So even if you've reached QD, when you get there and you do team leader and then you do senior team leader in 365 days, you will get double the bonuses. And then if you were a team leader and you get to group leader or a senior team leader and get to senior group leader in any 12-month period, let's show you how it works. And I like this because it actually is nice and easy to understand. So, okay, QD, then future team leader, you get a £300 bonus. Okay, not forgetting that there are other bonuses here. Okay, but £300 bonus. Within that 365 days from here, exciting, you get a 500 bonus when you hit STL. But what the company says, we'll double it. We'll double that and we'll double that. So instead of £800, you'll get £1,600. And that's on top of all our customer bonuses as well. Likewise, it's showing you, imagine you're a team leader now and you go senior team leader, you get a 500 bonus. When you hit GL, you get a 2,000 bonus. But instead of 2,500, that becomes 5,000. And then this one is nuts. Because if you're a senior team leader, Shelley Barker, Andy Pedrick, and you go group leader, and then within 365 days hit senior group leader, you don't just get 2,000 and 5,000, which is 7,000, you'll get £14,000. Okay, I just want to see a few faces. Who's a little bit excited? Yes, stunning, eh? So we've got here Fran, excellent, yeah, get up there to group leader. Shelley, senior group leader. Dawn, you're on a smidgen from team leader. Anna's senior team leader, right? She's, oh, let's get her up there. Likewise. Do you know what? This is so exciting. We've got new people. Hey, Denny, look, you're the team leader. I know. We've got Elaine, who's just gone QD. Okay, Elaine, let's get you to senior team leader. It's smashing, isn't it? Kev, come on, senior group leader. It's good stuff. Does that make sense? Is that perfectly? Anybody got any questions on that bit at all? Because it really is quite simple, isn't it? Are we all okay with that? Thumbs up, yeah, all okay. Great, we'll go on to the next one because the next one's even more exciting. Okay, so back to the dashboard, folks. Here's your dashboard. Now, the next bit is this. Can you see this? Full customer bonus enhancement. Now, when you click on that, you get this. And here we are, earn more this January. Oh God, this is just ridiculous. Partners who join between the 1st of January and the 31st of January can earn the full customer bonus enhancement when signing up new customers. This means more money and more encouragement for your new team members to get earning. Why are we doing this? We know how important it is to get your new team members off to a flying start, and we want to make it better for them and easier for you. So this January, we're offering all your new team members full customer bonus enhancement. And that's not all. Ding, listen. Any new partner who has joined since the 19th of April, 2021, that's a few people on it, who will also get full customer bonus enhancement as long as they've not yet got 6 customers. So not only is it a great opportunity to recruit new partners, but to reach out to members of your team who look like they need to get going. So what's that in reality? Well, if we scroll down, do you remember if you signed up a homeowner with one service, this is when you're in your undergraduate period before you've hit 6, you would get £25 for one service and your supporting partner would get the other 25. If you did 2, you'd get 50 and they'd get 50. If you did 3, you got 125 and they got 125. And if you did 4, 150, 150. But now what the company's saying is, no, out the window. You get any of these and you'll get the full amount, that. So get yourself a homeowner with 3 services and there's £250 for you, even though you've already started. Can I just ask anyone on here, is that exciting? It's really good, isn't it? Isn't it good? Think about the people in your teams that have just started. How great is this? You know, I know some people, they get very disgruntled when they think, I never reached that QD star. I didn't reach the senior QD. It doesn't matter. If you've not yet got to 6, you can get full bonus. And I think that is absolutely, yes. Chris, when I saw that, I agree. I thought it was pretty good as well. So I'm thinking of all the partners that have joined. This is what I'm going to do. And I emphasize to you, please don't email them, don't text them, don't WhatsApp them. Pick up that phone and have a chat and say to them, listen, there's some really good news. Because do you know what? Stuff in writing kind of loses it a bit, I often think, and it can be ambiguous. And again, it's a bit like they can't hear the passion, the excitement when you just kind of put it in writing. You know, I sent out a promo for this, and as I sent it out, I read it myself and I thought, well, that doesn't look very exciting. But what I'm about to announce is really good. So there's a few people, I've left them a voice message. Yeah, because I thought there that we need to sort of like say to folk. So moving on, exciting stuff. If we go back to there, okay. So let's now go back to the dashboard. And next, oh, there is an announcement that's not on here, folks, and I'm just going to share it with you. Oh no, I'll stop the share. The company has understood and realized that supporting people, mentoring people, kind of giving birth to a baby and helping it get walking, that's what it's a bit like. That's how I view it. By the way, just to say to you all, babies never give up trying to get off their bottoms or crawling. They always achieve walking, don't they? Yeah. Are we as adults, are we very quick to put the baton down like, oh, I can't do this. I'll do something else instead. We're really bad, all of us, at doing that. Think of yourself as, I'm just starting out, I'm learning to walk, I'm not going to give up until I do. This is the same. Yeah, definitely. So the company is now going to recognize there's going to be a new category of recognition for mentoring, and they're about to bring that in for us all. Yeah, what was that you put there, Chris? Sorry, in the chat. I've been saying, if your employer doubled your income in January, would you be excited? Well, that's what UW's just done for you. Fantastic, Chris. Thank you for that. What? Yes. What a great thing to say to someone. Did you get that? Say to them, if your employer doubled your income in January, would you be excited? Would you get to work? Yes, you would. Right, folks. So there's going to be more sort of recognition for people mentoring, because mentoring is the way. I see it as an apprenticeship. What we're doing is holding the hands of new people and showing them how to get going. Oh, and I want to share something else. The company cares so much that mentoring doesn't have to end at 6 customers. If you feel that you've got rusty, has anybody ever, I'll tell you the good one here is, I believe today most gyms get more applications for joining than any other time of year, and they reckon it lasts all of 2 weeks. And then many people have paid a year up and they never go. That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. We'll start off with a good intention, you know, yeah, New Year's resolutions and all that. And within 2 weeks, it often stops. So actually, what I would say is, this is an apprenticeship, and the company has said, supposing you have a challenge in life. Now, look, I'm going to share it with all of you. If you didn't know, the last 5-6 weeks has possibly been the most challenging time of my life that I've ever known. It's just been hell. And today was also an auspicious day, because today my late husband would have been 74 and we went to his bench. So it's kind of all, everything's there, you know, the stuff that comes around, it's all there. But do you know what? I was a little bit nervous about doing this. I was a bit nervous. because I haven't done it for a few weeks. Do you find that if you don't do something regularly, you feel rusty? Anybody else feel that way? Yeah, that was me. But do you know what? As soon as you start doing something, actually, it's like, once I'd written my notes and I've got the stuff, I thought, no, I'm excited now. I want to do this. And actually, I'm even more excited because there are people on here that have been booking appointments to be supported on. And I'm excited about that. Yeah, it's really excited. Okay. So it's all about just getting back into it. And it doesn't matter what the gap's been. But what I want to share is the company say, even if you were a senior team leader and you had a year out or two. Now, there is someone on here, and he won't mind me saying, and it's dear Kev. I mean, Kev, 13 years working on the cruise ships, coming home for 2 weeks a year. 2 weeks doesn't make you an expert for the next 2 weeks a year later when you come home. So Kev always would say, can I have a bit of help and support? And what the company does is they say, great, you can still have that. And they're now paying supporting mentoring bonuses to even people in our team, no matter what their level or how many customers they've got, because they recognize that everybody gets rusty after a while. Isn't that great? I think that's really fabulous. Right, so the next thing to share with you. Okay, there's going to be a bit more branding and update to our brand. All right, we're going to see that happening. I don't know what that's involved. They haven't told us yet, but there's going to be some more, I think, sophistication, more adultness, I believe, that's going on. Okay. But the last item is a bit of fun. Let's show you. So if we go back to the partner portal, and hopefully we're all there. And if we look down to this Partner Connect events, what happens is, they really want to get us going in January. Look, guys, get active by the 31st of January and grab a slice of the action at Pizza Express. So join Team Purple on Tuesday. Write this in your diaries. Tuesday, the 28th of Feb. So that evening, make sure you've blocked it out because you will be going, because you are going to get into activity. And it's for pizza, dough balls and fun. A chance to network, share stories and take away new ideas to help people save and earn with UW. Basically, you get a freebie. You get a freebie meal. Very nice. Earn just 1 point between the 1st and the 31st to qualify. Now, how can you get that 1 point? Gather 1 new homeowner customer. Guys, energy only or mobile only customers are excluded. Anyway, you wouldn't want to just sign up energy only. Okay. That gives you a point. Support 1 successful homeowner appointment. You can get a point. Recruit 1 new partner who completes their training within 7 days. That's the online training. You get a point. So 1 point gets you to your local Pizza Express. Now do 2 and you can get a second voucher and take a guest. That's good. It could be your other half. It could be somebody else's other half. It could be somebody that you'd like to invite to come and see how wonderful UW is. Because lots of us in the past have brought along guests to a Pizza Tuesday who then have decided what a lovely bunch we are and have joined as partners. That's good, isn't it? Yeah. Shelley's got a hand up there. Yeah. I'm running the local Dorchester one. So anybody down this way that wants to come along, I'll be doing that, making sure it's fun. All right. That's really good stuff. So there's lots of things there. A recap, we've got the £200 to £400 early termination fee. Amazing. We've got the double promotion bonus, which means if you go 2 promotions within 365 days, all those promotional bonuses will be doubled. Full customer bonus. So any new partner that you bring in Every single time they sign up a customer, they are getting full whack from the start in January. And if any of you have joined since the 19th of April 2021, got the date, then, and you're not yet hit your 6, all your future customers are going to be on full bonuses. And by the way, all this stuff doesn't affect all the other like future team leader, timeframes, bonuses, and all the rest of it. Now, the last thing I want to share, because it's so important, there are some very important dates for your diary. So hopefully people have put this aside. On Saturday, the 7th of January, only a week away, less than a week, there is the South Wales Kickoff. And at the same time, running concurrently, is the Midlands Kickoff. Now, Shelley Barker from the South here is going southwest. Is that right, Shelley? Yeah. And I'm doing the Midlands because I love the Midlands one. It's all about recruitment and it's a magic. And I know that Elaine, you've booked. You come in the night before. Anyone that turns up the night before at the Midlands, dinner and drinks on me. All right. Now I know Grace Smeaton's doing it. Elaine's doing it. Claire, can you come along? Saturday the 7th. So Friday night, the night before, dinner and drinks on me if you come along. Okay. Right. So if you haven't done so, please book. And I'm going to tell you why. Who's your favourite concert? Come on. Who's the person you love seeing? Well, for me, I know I'm a sad so-and-so. It's the Rolling Stones, okay? And I have been to their concerts around the world because I think they're fabulous. And I'll tell you this, I love listening to them on the radio. I love listening it onto the sound system at home, but nothing is like being there. You cannot relay the atmosphere. You just can't. And this is exactly the same. And I've seen people have the light bulb moment when they've turned up at one of these events and all of a sudden the pennies dropped. Oh my gosh, this is like stunningly good. Okay, so we'd really, really love to have you book one of them. Go to your partner portals under events. They're all there. On Saturday the 14th, if it's an impossibility for you to travel, perhaps you don't actually have, maybe you don't have transport, maybe this, you know, your life is just such that it is impossible. There is an online kickoff, not the same, I have to say, well, it's Zoom, isn't it? You know, it's good, but it's Zoom. It's not quite the same. Then Sunday the 15th, there's another brilliant live kickoff and it's in Runcorn. That's what they call the Northwest. Brilliant. I'm even considering taking myself to that one as well, because I know how good that is. And then on Sunday, the 22nd, for all of the stragglers, the people that just didn't kind of like get this, that panic, oh, there is an online kickoff. So those are really important, but there's more. Who lives in the south? We want you all to come Thursday, the 12th of January. In your diary, it's the Bournemouth Buzz. Now, some of you are in other parts of the country. There's more buzzes. Go to your event section again. Get along to a buzz. I'm going to ask Elaine to unmute. Elaine, you went to your first buzz last month.
Yeah, I went to Chesterfield.
Tell us about it. Did you enjoy it?
Well, I was only 4 weeks into my UW time, but it was just amazing just to sit and listen to people's stories. And it actually made it so real that you can do it and you can achieve. And a lady had just picked up a Tesla that day, her electric Tesla, as a reward, and someone else had just come back from a holiday that she'd won as a reward as well. And I just sat there and thought, wow. So yeah, it was good. It really sort of set it in stone for me that it's worth giving it a good go.
Yeah, so I would say, do you know what? I mean, I've just done something today. I mean, come on, guys. There's nobody more dinosaur than Lisa Ware. All right. So here I am, my new insert in my diary. There it is. Oh, yeah. So I'm on a thingy screen. And do you know what? I put the new insert in, and then I started putting in, this is called planning. I started putting in the appointments. Then I was putting in the kickoffs. Then I was putting in the buzzes, and I've put in all the buzzes actually for Bournemouth right up to May. And I'm placing it in there because then you can work around. In fact, I know Shelley always says, put it in your diary, say it's a fixture and build around it. Yeah. Marvellous, absolutely marvellous. So get those in. Now, the last thing to share with you all, because this is so important and we don't want people to miss out. Now, there's over 50,000 partners and only 10,000 have an opportunity to be at the annual conference, 5,000 each day. That's a very unfair ratio. And that's why it's first come, first served. And on your partner portal, there are 2 days available, Saturday the 22nd and Sunday the 23rd of April. And you don't have to go to both at all, just go to one. But please book the annual conference because it's like something that you will have never, ever been to before. Those that have gone, I know it's had a massive impact. My first one that I ever attended, to quote Elaine earlier, it brings it like, I remember saying to my late husband, oh my God, this is a real business. Oh, look, they're serious. At that time, they all had piggy ties on, the guys. And I remember just like, I didn't realise what a huge business I joined. The penny didn't drop till I turned up at the annual conference. So please put it in your diary. The company have made it a month later this year, a month later. All right. Now I'm going on Sunday, the 23rd, and I'll just share this with you because some of you will go, what a nasty woman. It's my daughter, my youngest daughter's birthday. She will be 33. But she would say to me, Mum, don't hang around for my birthday, go. Because she knows how important it is. It's like, it's up there, you know, you've got to be there. All right. And I've had people, I had someone in the team, Shelley knows this, he was in Turkey and he literally dropped everything and he got flights flying 15 hours because of crappy flights. And he came along too. In fact, Denny, you were there, you saw Ryan Belsey came along to the annual conference, and that's what you call making an effort, isn't it, from another country. And by the way, Shelley, he's just, we had a chat earlier, he's about to get going again. There you are, put it down and going to get going. So I'm mute. Any questions? Because there's quite a few things there. I have overrun, apologies. Any questions? Yes, Ian.
6 customers for the bonuses. I'm assuming one of those customers is when the person makes himself a customer, so the bonuses are only on 5 of the customers, is that right?
Correct, yes. Because obviously we sign them up, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they'll get it on 5, yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. Anything else? Any other questions? Yes, Alan?
Yeah, another announcement was about the referrals. If people are referring via the link, the partners actually get full commission if they've been active.
Oh, well, that's been in place for a while. That's why I didn't. No, that's been going on for a while. Yeah, absolutely stunning. Yeah, stunning. Anything else? Shelley, have you got anything?
No, I think for me, it's just the importance of the events, because what you've just touched upon will be retold at the events. And I just think for me, I've been in the business 8 years and I still get excited about events, because until I'd gone to an event like you, Lisa, I didn't realise just what we've got our hands on. So it's so important when you go to an event and you hear the announcements, you hear the stories, you know, like you mentioned, Elaine, real people just like us really achieving things. You just think, well, actually, if they can do it, I can do it. And just the energy and the positivity. So yeah, if you can go to an in-person event, amazing, please try your very best. But if you can't, then absolutely dial into the virtual ones, because you don't want to miss out, because otherwise you're cheating yourself out of something phenomenal. So,
Can I say who's allowed to miss out is Fran. She is in
no, she's not.
No,
Thank
she's
you very
somewhere
much.
else
Thank
now.
you. Thank you.
But I bet Fran dials into a virtual one. I bet I
I've
would
already
bet.
booked in. I've booked into the virtual one.
Exactly.
Booked
Yeah.
in.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely important too. Yeah. And by the way, somebody said, how can I remember to come on to something? And I said in the chat, set your alarm on your phone 5 minutes before to remind. And I believe they're listening in. They're on another page, which we can't see. Anyway, listen, guys, I hope all. Oh, Ian, just a last one.
Yeah, I was at the last Buzz in Glasgow, and somebody was highlighting what their residual income was, and it's just off the back of a book that I read. They were just shy of £2,000 a month in residual income only. And if you look at the numbers, the Yorkshire Building Society is 2.3% APR, and that would be the equivalent of having £1 million in the bank if they were making £2,000 a month.
I know, it's nuts,
So
isn't
if
it?
you think
Absolutely
about it that way,
nuts.
you know, that person's effectively a millionaire.
Yeah, yeah. Anyone got £1 million in the bank to earn themselves £2,000 a month? Anyone? Yeah, just sitting there idly, £1 million. Do you know what? Honestly, I say this and I mean this. Helping other people is actually a delight. It's a pleasure. And even if somebody only wants, for example, another £500 each month, I know that that will make the difference to what maybe their mortgage has gone up by. You know, and that is really only about 4 hours work in a month. Wow, what a wonderful thing to do for somebody. And for them to basically, you know, alleviate all that financial worry, that worry that is on people. Yeah? Oh, I can hear little people in the background.
Sorry, my son, I just unmuted. So I just wanted to add something to it with regards to what you're saying, Lisa, about how this helps people and stuff. And obviously I joined in February, and this is my first year that I've actually been able to do a full Christmas and not use my credit card. UW has actually paid for Christmas for our family, and it does get me a bit emotional, you know, and we actually got to have our first turkey in our own place and bring our family over, and it was the best Christmas ever. So
that really hits me. Thank you. That's so lovely to share. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Lovely. Listen, guys, so nice to see you all. I better close because I don't want it to go on too long. Otherwise people go, oh, 50 minutes, look. Anyway, listen, this is going to be a recording and it will go out tomorrow, and I won't be doing my full 30 because it makes sense not to repeat all this. All right, I shall send this out. But lovely to see you all. See you at a kickoff. And if you haven't booked the Midlands on the 7th, come along. Dinner and drinks on me.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Lisa.
you.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.